going up to Harvard and going up to Dartmouth and having a lead but not being able to close out. Over the course of this past week, we really focused on how we close out those wins, all the discipline that's required. Dalen and Jackson, they were huge for us today. I think on a game like today where, everyone might not have it going for themselves and they might be a little bit tired, I think those veterans for us really stepped up and led the group defensively and offensively, and I think ultimately we were able to accomplish a lot on both ends of the floor and get the win today. My entire childhood was built around basketball. When I was born, my dad was a high school basketball coach. That turned into going to basketball camps and just constantly playing on teams and playing pickup at recess. My whole childhood was based around basketball. Once I started getting to middle school, high school, and I started seeing how good I could be and being on teams that won a lot and, starting to get recognized for my individual abilities within the state, that's when basketball started to really take off for me. And I really started to put in the work because I was able to see the benefits of putting in the work. When I was a junior in high school, I had a really bad health scare where I was playing in a travel team practice, AAU practice at the time, and within the first 5 minutes I started to feel a little bit dizzy and walked over to the bleachers to kind of put my hand up and brace myself, and next thing you know, I was passed out on the ground with people standing over me saying basically hold off on 911 because he was awake. From that, I got checked into a hospital just to get checked out, and over the course of 24 hours I was told that I had a heart condition called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy and that I would never be able to play basketball again. When the doctors came in, and actually it wasn't even my doctors, I had waken up at the time in the hospital from a nap, and my mom came into my room crying, and I'm like, why are you crying? Like, what's going on? And she was like, the doctor said you can never play basketball again. So it really stunned me, and it took me a few days and maybe a week or two to even process like what life would be like without basketball. But after, a lot of doctor's appointments and second opinions and traveling all across the United States to kind of get checked out and try to figure out what was going on, I had realized that, playing again was actually more of a possibility than originally thought. My years at Tampa were awesome, the best years of my life. I had the chance to learn from some really great point guards. When Jordan Davis came in after winning the JUCO national championship, so he was kind of my vet on the team and kind of taught me the ropes at a young age and just come in and work hard and earn everything that I get, and the mentality that stuck with me from there going forward. My dream was to play college basketball, and after that I would try to get into more of a coaching role. That was something I realized within the weeks of having basketball stripped away from me. I had played at St. Anthony High School for Bob Hurley Sr. at the time, and I've known the Hurley family for my entire life, so I was super fortunate that once I reached out to them with hopes at an opportunity that they took me up on it and brought me in and welcomed me with open arms. When I first got to UConn, I didn't really know where to start. I knew I had the basketball background and could relate with other players. There's a lot of similarities within the program of Princeton and UConn.
He's been around a lot of really great basketball people at a very young age, and he absorbs all of those things, and his perspective seeps into everything that we're doing.
Looking to spin off contact, so they're going to face you up and look to spin. They won't back you down much because that's not really their game, but if they do, just stay down on shot fakes and pivots.
The standard's high, and that's what he's used to. I mean, we're just beginning to learn the value of what he's bringing to the table.
It's been, the opportunity of a lifetime just to learn a different style of basketball from a different type of leader who's also been very successful in his time here at Princeton, and being on a staff with a wealth of knowledge and coaches such as Coach Mike Brennan and Coach Luke Gore. I think there's a lot of opportunity here for me to grow as a coach. My kids, they're 4 and 2 years old, Micah and Kaden, they get to see their grandparents every day. For them to see where I grew up and experience a lot of things that I did, whether it's going to the same school that I went to or playing on the same playgrounds or playing in the same driveway that I played in growing up. I think it's just been a really cool experience and really refreshing for all of us, just having come back home and be a part of this community.